We were looking for a site that we could afford, I guess, in Camden. We rang Network Rail, and they were just, thank God, just at the time about to reinvigorate them and renovate them. So we put our names down for one arch, and by the time we got round to, or they'd finished doing the renovations and we got the idea together, we took over 3 arches. Now we're in, I think, 9 or maybe even 10 arches, I think we're in today. I got my love of beer through drinking beer, I guess, and trying the different styles and what you could draw, the magnitude of flavours you could drive out of different ingredients.
Railway arches and breweries. It's an interesting question, because if you look around London, there's maybe 5 or 6 breweries in railway arches. For us, it was a great space, and we thought we could make a really, do some really interesting things within them.
Having a brewery in a confined space has its benefits, but also has its constraints.
Having a brewery under a railway station is nice for visitors and for people coming to the bar, but in terms of logistics, it's a bit of a nightmare with a cobbled street and not much room to put a lot of our finished product and raw materials, but it's interesting. That's the way I describe it.
It's good. It's a little bit difficult being tall, sort of under the archways. It's a tight space as it is, so I tend to bump into a few things here and there and come home with a bit of a sore shoulder here. But no, it's good though. But it's challenging how they fitted all the tanks in and piped it all up, and some would say it's a bit of a work of art.
We kind of operate in our own little tiny under the railway, like we said, and we like to think that people around the neighborhood like beer as much as we do, but there's no real way of telling how unless they keep coming into the bar.
That's great working around. How could it not be fun? It's hard work, but at the same time, it's brilliant. We're in an environment where there's lots of young people. There's always good music on. There's good things happening. There's always exciting new beers coming out. There's everyone's mostly in their 20s, and just they're just really, really kind of excited by what we're doing at the brewery, and that's great.
The locality of a beer is primary to its freshness. And for me, anywhere that I would go, I'd like to drink the local beer, because the thing that can make or break a beer is how fresh it is.
Quality is always first on our the first thing that we think about and the first thing that we consider. We don't just push buttons and brew beer and then sell it straight away. We're tasting it every single day, and if the beer is not right, then we will not sell the beer. So there is no reason why we couldn't be 100 times bigger than we are and still be making fantastic beers.
A lot of people don't know that we're under these arches. They seem to be surprised when they do discover it for the first time, but I know that the Kentish Towner and loads of local businesses are very proud once they find out that they're part of this community and we're in it with them. So I think it does help, but I think it's more of a London connection.
We're very happy, with what we've done. We're very happy with the beer that we're making. Actually, funnily enough, we won a gold medal for the International Brewing Awards for our Hell's Lager, which was a massive surprise, but also it was quite an exciting atmosphere in the brewery on Friday.
There's also really historic links between breweries and railway arches. Beer being transported on the railways, beer being stored in railway arches. So it kind of is bringing back that kind of century-old concept and making it modern and relevant now.